like I'm doing this. Like, you know, there's nothing's gonna stop me. No one's gonna stop me. I'm doing this. welcome to a new weekly vlog. I hope everyone is having a great day whenever you are watching this. If you are new here, my name is Jasmine and I believe in smart tips for a glowing life leads to less stress and more time for beauty. And on this channel we talk about everything from mom life, married life, content creator life, beauty, work life. And I am currently on a healing journey, working and practicing on choosing me. So if you're interested in any of those things, please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe for more. It is Sunday, but I am checking in from Saturday. So we're gonna say, because it just kind of went over the hump a little bit, we're gonna say that it is Saturday. Okay, what a crazy but amazing day. So you guys came in on the tail end sort of this day, because early in the morning I had a wax appointment and I had to take care of some business with my not with my grandmother, for my grandmother at the bank. I was able to go to her house today because I had to, I want to see what's going on with her mail. Like, she's getting mail and she doesn't know what it is. And it's just sitting there, and it could be bills, it could be things that need to be paid that she's just not understanding anymore. So I just went over there to see if she could kind of show me all of the things that she had. She could not really do that, and so now I'm going to have to, and let me know that I'm going to have to do a little bit more to see what type of mail she's going to start, she's going to receive going forward, so I can kind of be able to know that I need to go over her house this day to get this thing so she can pay it or whatever it is. So I did do that, and then I got my nails done. Okay, I've been wanting to do like an ombre American kind of thing for a little bit for a while now. The other side looks the same, so really excited for that. And I wanted to get kind of plain anyway, but I really wanted to get it because I was going to that fashion show. What an amazing experience going to the fashion show. I have not been to a fashion show in many years. The last time I was at a fashion show, I was in high school, and my grandmother loved going to different fashion shows that her friends would host. And so I do remember going to that fashion show. I remember specifically that fashion show also because they did feed us, and they fed us apricot chicken. I remember that because I did not like it. I didn't like it. So it was definitely memorable because at the same time it's like apricot chicken. Now maybe I'm just not cultured. I don't know. You put in the comments below if you eat apricot chicken and what is you talking about, Jasmine. That's fine. Okay, because I don't. We don't do that. But I definitely remember that. So yeah, so I was really excited to go to this fashion show and support my friend in her store, dear Lainey, and all of it was so much. There was so much that could have been filmed during this fashion show, and I feel like I did a great job. Hopefully you feel so too, with capturing the beginning and the middle and the end of the fashion show. So because there was so much going on, it was a lot going on, and so it was a really great experience. But I need to give you a little story time prior to this great experience that y'all saw, okay? Because there was more going on in the background before we even got there. Okay, y'all know I always gotta say something about something, right? Okay. Going there, it was at the Fashion District, so that's down Avon Market-ish area in Philadelphia. And going down there, the Uber was fine. I took an Uber down, I took an Uber home. Both Uber trips were great. A1, they got their tip. But once I got down there, it was like because the ticket had one address and the website had a different address. So it's Philly Fashion Week. The website had that it's at 801 Market. The ticket had that it was like at 27 North 11th Street. And both locations technically was not true. It was at the Fashion District, but it was at 9th Street and then it was right where the Burlington Coat Factory was. So I actually got down there at about 7:20ish, and I was walking trying to figure out where it was for like I figured it out almost around 8 o'clock. So what was that, 40 minutes? I was walking around for 40 minutes in my heels. Okay, I am a true warrior champion of the heels. Okay, my feet did end up hurting at the end because they were new heels that you have to break in, and I'll show those to you shortly. I've showed them to you in a previous vlog, but I'll show you, my outfit in a second. I'm going to show you my outfit minus the stockings. I'm not putting them back on, okay? You get the idea. The stockings I bought from the last week's vlog, I definitely wore them. They were great. They fit well. They had tummy tucking technology. They had tummy tucking technology, okay? And so they were really, really great. I like them. I may put them in the comments below because some people may find difficulty finding hosiery. I do, and it was very tough to pick these, but they worked really, really well. So I'll probably put those down below if anyone has difficulty finding hosiery like I do. But yeah, they were really good. But I'm going to show you guys my outfit minus the stockings because I'm not putting them on again, okay? But yeah, and it got to the point I called as soon as I was like, oh no, I'm lost, it's time to call Rocky. He need to be on the phone the entire time, okay? Because downtown in any city is scary, okay? I'm scared, okay? And then so I'm walking, I'm getting compliments on my outfit or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, but I kept calling her because I'm like, where is this place? Like, what's happening? And she finally got through to me via text, but she's hosting this, she's about to her show, her clothes are about to be on display. Like, oh my god, I need to hurry up and get there. And I made it, and I saw she wasn't, when I got there, it was another designer that went before her. So I saw her entire thing, and I was really, really glad that I was able to make it and see her entire show. But I was like 20, and then I kept, the thing that really got me really frustrated though, besides the ticket having different addresses on it, of course that was definitely very, very frustrating. When I was asking mall employees, they didn't know. How are you, so you know how I feel about communication. How are you a mall employee in this fashion district mall, okay, is supposed to be hosting a fashion show, and none of the stores know about the fashion show? You would think that the store could use it as marketing or part of marketing campaigns to get people to come down there and shop, because there's a fashion show that's about to start at 7 o'clock. Like, what? Like, where are the people? I walked all the way from the front of the mall to the back of the mall, the side of the mall. I was everywhere in the mall, looking good and lost. Looking good and lost. But once I finally made it there, it was, and I was like, where's the like, that was going to be my guide to know I was in the right place. I ain't hear no nowhere. Until I finally got to where I was supposed to be. That's when I heard the I said, okay, this is where it's supposed to be. Bye Rocky. I'm here. Bye Rocky. So yeah, so outside of spending 40 minutes trying to locate, and I even went to their social media, and the social media didn't say exactly where it was. It just said runway 2. It was really like almost a exclusive type situation. Like, you just had to know what they meant by runway 2. Thank goodness I had the insider, the designer, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I got the designer's number. Like, where y'all at? Like, I'm trying to be there to support you, girl. Like, what? But anyway, all right, so let me show you my outfit, okay? And then, because there's so much shenanigans that went on today, I still gotta put my hair up. Look at all this hair, y'all. Okay, I still gotta put my hair up, gotta take off the makeup, I gotta eat because I'm starving, okay? And then I have not edited any of last week's vlog. It's just all over the place, all over the place. Give me a second. Then, oh, I can barely walk in them because my feet is killing me now. Then when I got home, my pedicure, my one toe got messed up from my pedicure. So I said, oh, nope. I spent all this money. No, I need to fix this immediately. So let's hope I don't break it now. So this is my outfit. Okay. My coat, that coat I bought from Mango. This dress is from Dear Laney. Okay, and then I had, okay, I didn't mess up my stuff, great. I had on these shoes, okay. Now let me pull the camera down just a little bit. Then I had on these shoes from Aldo, and I had this bag from Aldo. So here you go, okay. I don't know. I keep having to move the camera. Okay, there we go. There we go. All of that matchy, matchy, matchy. I'm so in love with this jacket, this coat. It really nice, really warm, really nice. And now that I have worn it to the fashion show, I can now wear it. You know, I can wear it every day if I want to. You know what I'm saying? So that's the plan. Now these shoes, we gonna put these. Look how hard. Look, I just bought these. Look at these in the bottom. Crazy. Oh my god. Okay, so that is what's going on. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna get my life together. I'm gonna go to bed, and then I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. What a great day and a fabulous, fabulous way to start this week's vlog. Seems like this week is going to be very fabulous, and I'm here for it. Of course, of course. Sunday. Checking in really quickly, y'all. My backyard has turned into an off-roading disaster. Okay, Mega was back there, but I said nope. I'm parking out front. If you've been following me on my vlogs lately, I kept talking about parking out front, parking out front, parking out front. This is not a I told you so. Let me disclaim, because my husband, I love my husband so much. He's very supportive. He's very supportive of me. He's gonna watch his part. No, I'm not saying I told you so, but we need to help him get his car out because I need some food. But yes, so he has to get his car towed out from the back. I think the issue just is he just needs somebody to help him just get it out. He can probably drive forward the rest of the way out back. It's just he's really in the mud, like stuck in the mud. So I need this car out because I need some food. No, and it's supposed to snow again. But I think this time it's not going to be cold, so it's not going to stick. But because it's going to melt, it's just going to continue to create that muddy consistency out back. Like we can't park out back, and my front of my house is like parking war. So we're really going to have to just go to war. We are going to have to just go to war with trying to find a parking spot out front, because parking out back is absolutely a no-no right now, and it's probably not going to be able to happen in my projections. I don't think we'll be able to park consistently out back in the back of our house until maybe May, like May, late April, May. I think that's and you know, because Puxatawny saw his shadow and all that foolishness, so you know what I'm saying, that's what I'm thinking. So yeah, I think that's what's going to happen, and that sucks because we are going to have to go to war. I declare war on parking out front. Oh my God, I'm not looking forward to that war. I'm not looking forward to it. No, not looking forward to it. So sorry, not looking forward to it. Okay, so I am going to make me some breakfast because the camera's acting up. I'm going to make me some breakfast. I'm going to make me some fresh toast with my creme brulee creamer. I'll check in a little bit later, and I got to edit the vlog, so. So, it's much later. I did take a little power nap. I'm still very tired. When I woke up earlier, Rocky had woke me up, so I didn't get a whole bunch of sleep still. Make sure from yesterday, but so I took a little nap. But y'all, look, it's crazy outside. I'm just gonna have to show y'all tomorrow. Another snowstorm. Thank goodness Rocky's car got towed out the back before this storm started. It was like an hour. Talk about timing. It was like an hour or something, and then his car got out the mud. He is out front now. So both cars are out front, fully engaged in parking war. It already happened. Like, he had parked far, and then he's like, I'm going to see if a spot opens up, and then the spot opened up, and you know, so cars parked there. But yeah, so this Ring camera from my grandmother just been going off like all day and all night. Not disturbing me, but yeah, no. So yeah, okay. The vlog is up. Part of what's happening, I'm noticing since the third Sunday to Rafale, the vlog is ready. Well, the other Sundays the vlog wasn't ready. This Sunday the vlog was ready. It was a good one to edit, and I had already I uploaded and everything, but the upload just seemed like it's taking a long time. So yeah, but it is up now, which is great. That is done. So what I'm gonna do, since I got up, I am going to take my meds, and I'm going to get ready to go upstairs to go to bed, because I have to go upstairs to go to bed. I can't stay down here. I have to go upstairs to go to bed. So I'm going to go ahead, go upstairs to go to bed, to get ready for tomorrow. I'm trying to decide on what I'm going to do, okay? I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to actually go to the office tomorrow, because there is a delay. We did get a delay opening, but I'm trying to decide if I want to go to the office tomorrow or if I want to stay home. Like, I'm really on the side of staying home, and I just am. So that's what I am thinking about doing. I don't know, but I am more so on the side to doing that than not doing that, just because we shall see. But regardless, we gotta mentally prepare for what we got to do tomorrow. Alright, so I'm gonna get myself together. Nothing interesting happened today. Today was more literally just all day me editing the vlog. Otherwise, nothing really interesting happened today. So it was a great restful day in that manner. And so I'm going to take advantage of the rest of that rest And I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Oh shoot, look at this. Okay, you did the right. I didn't know you did it like this. Whoa, that's craziness. That's funny. I should make a TikTok one. Good evening. It is Monday. I'm a little annoyed because when I went to the fashion show and all of that walking, my toenail on my right foot is messed up, and so I figured I fix it, and I guess I messed up fixing it. I don't know. So I'm about to do it again, I guess, and try to fix it because I'm really upset. This is the one thing that I hate sometimes if I get pedicures. When I get pedicures in the winter, I don't have this issue in the summer, of course. But when I get pedicures in the winter, there's always a production, there's always something, and you know, then I gotta fix it. It's just not the best. So, like I'm fixing it right now. I'm gonna take the whole polish off and just start over. First world problems, right? First world problems. But listen, I pay, you know, you pay some money for it, and it's not my nail tech's fault. It's not. Every time I get a pedicure, like something happens to my toes, and then the polish comes off or whatever, and it just sucks. Like, it just sucks. So I'm just glad that my nail didn't come off, because if my nail came off, like I would have been really upset. Like my toenail and my fingernail. I'm really glad that I at least did not lose that. I think I said in the last vlog, for real, I know how to do my hair. So for real, I also know how to do nails. I used to do and really love doing press-on nails. I didn't make it a business or anything like that, but I definitely loved doing it because it was something to do. It was something to express my creativity. The reason why I stopped doing it was because it is very tedious and time consuming. Like when I go to the nail salon you know, to get my nails done, I'm at the nail salon for like 2 hours, 3 hours max, depending on what I want. Yeah, it really depends on what I want. So I hope that I can like salvage this. And I have my UV light, I have all of my stuff. So we're gonna try to get this done, okay? And then we will go from there, because this is crazy. Like, and I think one of the issues with gel, because it's gel polish, like gel on my toes, you gotta make the gel stick. I think that's one of my other issues on my toenails. I've been feeling like this for a little bit, that gel polish and my toenails are just not mixing all of a sudden. So yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna work this out. Hopefully this works, because I'm gonna be real upset if this toe remains janky. So let me get this done. And it's all because I was walking hard and trying to real hard to find this thing. But you know what? I actually put it in ChatGPT, like what happened that day and how great it was to like go to this fashion show. And this is what it says. So ChatGPT, which actually I am having a crisis with ChatGPT, because apparently because of the amount of water that needs to be used to, you know, maintain the servers and all of that stuff, it's causing some concern. And so I'm like, oh my god, like I wish there was another way, because for me it's a great resource. to just map out my thoughts. But so I'm having a little bit of a crisis. But it said, it gave it a metaphor. It said me having to walk as much as I did, you know, was a metaphor for my growth. I thought that was very interesting because there was one point in time, Saturday, where I was like, maybe I should just go home because I couldn't find this place and no one could tell me where it was. And in thinking about those circumstances and then actually finding it, you know, after, you know, asking around and still walking around, walking outside and inside, you know, and then I eventually found it. It was like, it was and then the crazy thing is, once I found it, that's when the show started. It didn't start at 7 like it said. Like, once I found where the event was, that's when the show started. So I definitely see what ChatGPT is saying there, how it cooked with saying that, you know, that it was a metaphor for me and having to find what I was looking for. And when I got there, everything got started, you know. It was a great, you know, metaphor to make me feel better about having to walk all over the place. That's all it was. But I agree. I was afraid. I think in last week's vlog I said I was afraid to go by myself. But I went and I did the Uber. I did everything. It was like, ChatGPT was like, main character energy. Yes, main character energy. I'm going in the Uber. They're going to drop me off. And then I'm going to go there. Yes, I had an issue trying to find it. But then I found it and then the show began. And then I was there and I mingled. And then when it was time to leave, I said I was ready to go. I didn't have to wait for anybody. I decided when I was leaving. And then I left. The end. So yeah, it was definitely I agree with ChatGPT's metaphor for what occurred. I do agree. I'm officially very happy with the result of this toe. It's as best as I can do. Okay, sorry to show you on my feet. I was extremely distressed for no reason, but it had to be fixed. It has to be perfect. It has to be perfect. It's now perfect. I am late for family movie night. Let me go. I'm gonna get cussed out by everybody, but I got to go. Check in later. Good evening. It is Tuesday. My camera's shaking. I'm only checking in for a second because I gotta put my hair up and I gotta get ready for bed, but my stomach is killing me. But what's in my spirit tonight is to have a conversation with you regarding energy. I'm going to call it energy. So last night I was pretty upset because we are practicing budgeting in our house, and I'm really glad. I am glad that we are practicing that. Really being conscious about what is the thing that kind of like makes us go over the edge with spending. And we in this household, we love food. You've seen food be a nice central part a lot in these vlogs. And so one of the things that we've decided, well, y'all know I don't do the food shopping. Rocky, that's his wheelhouse, right? And so, but sometimes I want to have something else. I might get a Wingstop. I might get a Burger King. If y'all saw last week's vlog, we got Burger King. Now, I'll be honest with you, I was fine. I was fine last week. I had no issues. But, so yesterday, we had something for dinner. And it was fine, but I was just like, in one of my moods, like, I want something else. Like, I just want something else. And so I'm like, oh, well, when I get to work today, Tuesday, I'm going to get me some Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A has really been my go-to lately with lunch and work. Just really delicious, no-brainer, don't got to think about it. And usually my order's correct, right? Nothing's missing. I don't have to worry about anything, okay? But today there was missing things from my order. So I got a Cobb salad. I like the garlic herb ranch dressing, and I like fruit punch. Here we go, got it, fruit punch. Today I didn't get a fruit punch, so I went and I requested my refund from Uber Eats. I use Uber Eats. I love Uber Eats. I've had issues before with using DoorDash, like plenty of issues before using DoorDash. So I just stopped, and then I've been using Uber Eats like for like the last 2-3 years. I like Uber Eats. Okay, anyway. Got my money back. The money back process is super easy with Uber Eats. Like, anyway, I go into my salad bag. So that salad can be a production. You got your chicken inside, and you gotta chop up the chicken, and you gotta kind of reorganize the salad. So, well, at least that's what I do. And the salad dressing's not there. I said, oh my god, like, I have to go and get some salad dressing. I go and get some salad dressing, and it's some Caesar salad dressing. So they used to sell a Caesar dressing at Chick-fil-A that was really good, but this had to be many years ago. So I'm used to it. I've eaten that salad before, the Cobb salad before with Caesar dressing. But anyway, I ate it and it was fine. I got a Kraft Caesar dressing from Walgreens. Okay. So you guys probably may already be thinking like the combination. And at the time that I ate, I was okay. I was fine. It was good. I ate all my salad. I was fine. Thank God I was fine driving home, because driving and not feeling well at your stomach, I swear this is why some people be speeding, because that's what's happening to them. Their stomach, and they gotta get home, right? They gotta hurry up and get home. Anyway, I was fine, and I even stopped at the store before coming home. I was fine until I got home and I sat down, and all of a sudden, like, my stomach just started hurting, and it's been hurting all evening. I've taken Pepto-Bismol and it helped it a little bit, but then it started hurting again. Like, I just woke up from power nap and it started hurting again. I just took some more Pepto-Bismol because it's been a few hours. Long story short, when you go in doing things with the sort of energy, I'm gonna get me something to eat, just be mindful. Just be mindful, you know, because that little energy can be turned on you. And now I'm saying, I wasn't like this yesterday when I had what we had for dinner. I was fine. I had what I had today, and now I'm not fine. And that's what I get anyway. evening. It is Thursday. A little bit of Friday, but Thursday. So I teleworked today and it was okay. So the boys have been sick, and so they're not trying to get me sick, but it's like my body is like, I don't know, maybe we should receive this illness. No, I'm not trying to receive this illness. So subconsciously I've been back on this couch, and so Rocky seems like he's getting better. I feel like he started getting sick Sunday evening or something, and then all of a sudden all the boys started coughing, and so like how I feel right now, I don't feel ill. I don't even know if what I experienced in the middle of the week of my stomach was part of, or my reaction to whatever he had. I don't know. I feel fine. Before I took my power nap, I did start feeling like my throat was like, should I hurt or should I not hurt? Like, do you guys know what that feeling is like? Like your throat, it feels like your throat wants to hurt or is about to start hurting, but then it's not. Like, it still feels like that a little bit right now, just a little bit. My throat doesn't hurt at all. But earlier before I took my power nap, it was kind of like, maybe we should just, yeah. But anyway, so I'm feeling all right now. I am still tired, but of course I'm checking in. This week has been very, very busy. Of course, I've been posting, like one of the things I've been doing that's been keeping me like boom, 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 on point, I guess that's what I'm trying to say, is posting. I've been posting consistently. I had like a plan on what I was posting all week on my socials, and so I have been doing those edits and posting those videos. But another thing I've been doing, and I've been wanting to talk about this for a while, I just kept forgetting, but I remember now, is cleaning out my inbox. So I've been getting messages from Google about my mailbox being full, my email mailbox being full, and I had to clean that up because, so one of the things about hoarding and clutter, right? Hoarding and clutter shows up not just physical, it could be digital, okay? And so, you know me, I'm gonna be real. So when I first started YouTube, one of the things I started doing was signing up for lists, to be on email lists for different brands, because I wanted to know what was coming out, what was exclusive, so I can get it and make content on it. And although that did work for me, several years later, my email box has been full with thousands and thousands and thousands of emails that I'm never going to read, I'm never going to access. And for a while now, I've been trying to, or been putting off in a way, I need to unsubscribe to these brands because I don't buy these brands. I don't use this stuff. Why do I need these emails? And I finally started doing that this week. I hit unsubscribe to these brands. And I know this is kind of anti, because I'm looking for you guys, of course, to subscribe to my channel and blah, 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 right? But I do understand alignment and what that means for people. And so for me currently, even the brands that I like their main website, I unsubscribed because the way that I shop for the brands that I like is not that way, you know. So, and it could be one day, but it's just not that way. So I unsubscribe to a lot. Lancome, Tarte, I don't buy Tarte. Stilla, I don't buy Stilla. NYX or NYX, whatever you call it, I don't buy that. Those aren't the brands that I frequently shop. And so I unsubscribed. Even the stores like Saks Fifth Avenue and, you know, Macy's. Okay, Macy's, I'm still subscribed to Macy's, but the things that the places that I'm in line with, like, that's what I stayed subscribed to. Everything else I unsubscribed and I deleted, and it started the process of clearing out my inbox. Alignment in this season for me is very, very important. Like, I'm not going to put forth energy or allow for space to be taken up for things that aren't aligned with me. I'm just not going to do it. It's too much thinking. I have little bandwidth whatsoever at this point anyway. So I just need to clean some of these things up. And I think I'm making space for other things, of course, that are in line with me. I think I'm definitely making space for other things. And I'm looking forward to those things coming into my life and taking up space. So, yeah. I'm really excited about that. I'm also excited because today I had a meeting, a very productive meeting regarding this coaching project that I'm working on for my organization, and I'm just very excited for what this could be. Just like I submitted what is available right now, and I mentioned this before. It's going to be a major thing that just keeps growing. So organized everything really quickly, and I submitted everything. To them of what was available and what we have been working on, and me and my team, and what we have gathered as far as the resources. So I did send that up. And I'm really excited to see what comes from that. But this one document that I was really proud of, that I thought needed to be part of all of this, was a true, like, kind of checklist for people to know how to coach their staff. Almost like a guardrail before taking, like, next steps to, no, you got to go, right? A document that kind of says, pause. Did you consider these things? Did you attempt these things before you decided, like, no, they got to go, right? And so it took me a while to put this together because I had other things going on, but I finally finished that and put that together. And it's in the universe now. It's now in the universe, and I can't wait to see and hear some feedback about some of the things that we got. And because the green light was lit with creativity, my team has been really active and creative with a lot of ideas to make our project stick and be memorable. So I'm really, really excited about that as well. I'm very proud of my team. We're going to shoot an intro video together. At first it was like, oh, you can do it. I said, I can do it, yes, but I would love for my team to be here and for us to be together and for us to do it. And they said, boom, go ahead and do that. And so, boom, we're going to do that. So I'm really excited about that opportunity. So tomorrow I take my grandmother to a dentist appointment. She's going to get fitted for a bridge, and so I leave work early tomorrow. I am going to telework tomorrow as well, so I'm really excited about that, to get some more rest. So I am going to check on out of here and go back to sleep and get some rest. Hopefully when I wake up tomorrow I am not sick, but my body just doesn't feel like it knows what it wants to do yet. So I will check in with you guys tomorrow. morning. It is Friday. Okay. I'm not having my hype moment right now because I'm crashing out. So, this is a first world crash out. This is not a real crash out, okay? But I have feelings. I'm entitled to my feelings, okay? Okay. So I had to take my grandmother. I feel like I mentioned on a vlog that she had a dental issue that she had to get fixed. And so I took her to get it fixed. I made an executive decision saying, you're getting this fixed, because at first I was waiting for her to make a decision, but she just, again, she can't make decisions. So we did that, and I was out for a lot of the afternoon doing that, and there was nothing wrong with that. But she had a different issue that occurred while this was happening. And so I had to, while she was getting her dental procedure, take care of this other issue that she was having while getting this procedure. And the having to do all of that caused me great distress, and I got really stressed out, and I got really frustrated, and I had an impulse. So you've heard me talk about this on a vlog casually, but I'm going to talk about it more openly and freely or whatever. When I get very angry and upset or frustrated or stressed about something, my impulse tells me to do something that's going to make me happy. That's going to kind of make me forget about it, right? Just a little bit. And that is food, okay? Now, I do this, in my mind, I do this responsibly. I'm not pigging out all the time, okay? I'm not going to say that these impulses are rare. What I'm going to say is that they do happen, and I do act on those impulses, okay? And so, I had a moment of pause prior to acting on this impulse to get what I wanted, was some salmon. Okay. I had a moment of pause prior to fully committing and acting on this impulse. And I typically don't do that. I am one of those type of people. I am on the go. Like, this is just what I'm doing. Like, we're doing this. And having that moment of pause, I will admit, added to my frustration, because I don't pause. And on the one hand, not pausing is a lot, because you miss things. You don't think. But on the other hand, it's like, well, I'm doing this, like, you know, and it's not that I don't have control of those impulses. It's just, I feel like I'm doing this. Like, you know, there's nothing's going to stop me. No one's going to stop me. I'm doing this, okay? And so, even picking up this camera right now and talking about this conflict in my mind, like, that's literally what was happening in my mind. Like, I'm doing this. Like, no, we're doing this. And it's something that I have been thinking about and talking about, these impulses. It is not something that I am looking to stop. I know that sounds crazy, but it's not. I'm being honest. Like, it's just not. And on the one hand, I feel like whenever you want something, you just do it. Like, just do it. I get it. I get it. I'm just going to say I get it. I get how sometimes how someone moves may feel foreign. But I don't like to wait. If I have patience for tons and tons of things, right? But
and I know I overextend, I know I overexplain. I'm working on all of those things, and I'm doing all of those things, and being all of these type of people for all of these different type of people. And so as soon as I'm like, okay, turn all that off, or these things stress me out, this is what I want to do, like, I just don't want to stop. I just don't want to stop. And I don't feel as though that I should stop. I'm just being I just don't want to pause and stop and think about it. I just want to do it. And I understand that I got to think about that and how that reaction happens, but at the same time, like, I'm being honest, like, I don't want to stop doing it. I just don't want to stop doing it, because I just don't want to stop doing it. I'm just being honest. Comment below if you know what I mean, like, about being impulsive. Like, comment below. See, look, I just picked up my stuff. Here goes the impulse. I got it for the family too, but that's my impulse. Okay, so now I'm about to go and get my cookies, because that's the next thing. Because I also want something sweet. So that's where we're going now. Okay. See, and they here, impulsive. So we're getting this and this one for the boys.
All right, it's much later. I have acted on my impulses, and I am fine now. As soon as I had what I wanted, I was fine. But the pausing, like, really did something for me. You saw how angry I was. And I'm just thinking about that. When you're an adult and you just live your life like I said, this is what I'm going to do. When you can't do that, or when you feel like you can't do that, it's just really, like, frustrating. And I know my issue was stupid. It actually was, but it just got me thinking a lot more. How complex it was, just reacting on my impulse and thinking about that. I think that's a topic that I want to explore probably next week. My brain is not in a state right now where I'm ready to process that. I just wanted what I wanted. And it made me think about earlier this week when this happened. Last time this happened was earlier this week, and I didn't want what we had for dinner, and then I got something, and I don't know, it made me sick or something. And so I'm like, okay, well, am I having, like, negative body reactions to my impulses? Yeah. I just thinking, it definitely got me thinking. I don't know if that changes, or if that will change, because I was raised that way. Like, if you can get what you want, just go get what you want. No questions asked. Okay? It doesn't affect you. Whatever. No questions asked. Just get what you want. So it's anti-me to pause, apparently. But I saw a video today, and it might be related to something. A video about women who have trouble sleeping. That's me, because you know it's middle of the night, right? That I'm talking to you. Trouble sleeping, trouble eating. I've discussed that with you guys plenty of times. Trouble eating and trouble socializing with others. I don't necessarily have trouble socializing with others, but it wears me out to do so sometimes. Like, it really wears me out to do so, okay? I do notice that. And it's because of living in survival mode. And the survival mode does not come from here in this house. It doesn't come from how I have to interact in friend groups. It has 100% everything to do with work. And it talked about being, you feeling like your identity is tied to your status, your position, and you don't want to lose that because you only have that one option. And yeah, that's what it felt like. So I'm like, no, I gotta keep this secure. Like, this is it. And it's partly why I feel when that impulsive feeling comes, like I have to do it. Like, a very complex thing that I realized happened today by just pausing. And I'm really going to take that into, the next week and really think about it. Expand that thought process. I'm glad I captured that raw moment for you guys though, because I don't want you guys to think that my vlogs are meant to show a lollipops and roses. This is always how I describe stuff, right? A lollipops and roses type situation. I mean, I'm good, but there's still things. There's still growth. There's still opportunities. There's still things that bother me. Things that I try to work through and process. And I want to share that with you guys because you may feel these things, or these things may happen to you, and I want you to know that you are not alone in how you feel about them or how you process them or things like that, and working through, navigating and working through, we all navigating and working through this thing we call life. And I just want to be able to share those pieces with you. So I'm going to finish putting my hair up, okay? And then I'm going to go back and lay down. The boys are still coughing, so I'm right here. I hope and pray that this coughing ends this weekend. Because I don't want to keep sleeping down here, but I know that if I do, it's not going to be loud and coughing, and I'm not going to be, even though I'm already up, I'm not going to be woken up from loud coughing. Yes, so I am going to close out this week's vlog at this point though. If you have gotten to this point in the vlog, thank you so very much for watching and supporting me. I've also received a few more new subscribers. Hello to you. As of today, at this point in the vlog, I have 590 subscribers. So we are 10 subscribers away from 600, and I'm really excited to get to 600 and work towards that milestone. I've been feeling in my spirit to make a video regarding some of these things, like my impulses or certain feelings that I've been having. Like, I plan on making a video about how Megan Thee Stallion kind of saved me a little bit. She really did, I'm telling you. So I have a lot of different things that I want to share and talk about upcoming, either here in shorts or on my TikTok and things like that. So I'm really excited for what's to come for content for me, because that's I'm going to talk about what's in my spirit, so just be on the lookout for those type of things. And again, thank you. Hello to the new subscribers. All right. Yeah, so until next week's vlog, I will see you guys. Thank you so much again. Bye. Let's finish this up.